And now Burrow not enamored with the formation. Instead, he'll signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A handoff to Mixon, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Burrow will throw. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there. 27 yards. And an opening touchdown. Evan McPherson for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
It's caught by Mike Evans. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It was Mike Hilton up to make the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 42. A first carry for Rachaad White. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete to White. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
First down, here's White. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner. It's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
Now a throw here to his running back. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. To the air again, Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football here as he gets this up. Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Bernard. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run it here with Bernard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Slot man moves right. From the 45 on 2nd down. Brady flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 23. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The Bengals drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
If your sympathies lie with the defense, you understand how tough it is for linebackers to run with a guy like this. He's going to slip out of the backfield and then work in the middle of the field. And sometimes those defenders get preoccupied with other people moving, and he finds open space and makes a nice play.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the 44, Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield, because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Burrow on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go play action with Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Here we go. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
26, Mark, 11. I got you. Check. Lucky.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. And the Bengals will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Didn't they tell us in our meetings that they needed to account for him on each and every play?
You think? A guy of his caliber? So how does a guy like him get that wide open?
That usually means there's a tire breakdown on what the coverage was. Everyone thought they were doing something, and they were supposed to be doing something else. But bottom line is, no matter what, you have to know where he is and cover him on every play.
And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Devin Asiasi, 36 yards. And the Bengals take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Check 26, check 26. 51's the mark, 51's the mark.
Now a play fake. Brady looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
51's the mark, boy, 51.
Play action. Now it's Brady. It's caught. This is White. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try to pick and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's It's loose, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Well, if
the NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from Cincinnati. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd-and-1 situation.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A new set of downs.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Daxton Hill will bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here we go. Mike 29. Coming in.
Here we go. 180. 11, Thomas.
From the 25 on second down, Burrow dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. In motion right here, Boyd. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 48 yards. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flushed out right. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Tua. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. Our score after 1. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase. 29 yards. And the Bengals have moved out in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And this is going to be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. He'll get it inside the 20, and he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A big play there on the catch and run, 36 yards.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll give it to Mixon. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. He'll try again. And this time he'll get down close to the goal line, but not quite in as he stopped at the 1-yard line. Mixon is into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking, anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Tua now on 1st down. He'll hit Mostert again here. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 2nd down and 7. In motion, Hill. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Cedric Wilson, 38 yards. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First down, here's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
Had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
So after the made field,
bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
In motion left is Wilson. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Waddle. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
He'll swing this out to Mostert. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. In motion left is Wilson. Tua now on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
In motion, Hill. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in the help.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 75 yards. And the Dolphins have cut it back within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Here we go. 180. 11. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
Now Burrow on first down. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Play action. It's Burrow. Now a diving catch made just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From the 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. In motion left is Wilson. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Here's Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. In motion left is Wilson. On first down, Tagovailoa.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. And the slot man goes in motion left. To throw again on second down. Tua. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. In motion left is Wilson. Looking to pass. Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion, Hill. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. DJ Reader bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. In motion left is Wilson. Throwing on 2nd and long. Tua. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mostert will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And he'll spot Higgins open left side.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And some room to maneuver. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
80 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Mixon running right. And he's got some space here.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go with Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I've just got to think to myself, at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. In motion, Hill. Tua. Now that's into the hands of Gesicki. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Tua to throw.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Burrow's throw here on target to Hurst. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Cincinnati Bengals. Underway from Cincinnati. And Daxton Hill will bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where